The One Piece series by Eiichiro Oda seems to never lack a villain character to be presented in the story. So far, there are many villain characters that have been introduced by Oda Sensei. One of the villains presented in the story that has had a tremendous impact on the story is Marshal D Teach aka Blackbeard. Blackbeard is a pirate whose character development is relatively fast. Much like Luffy, at first he was just an ordinary crew, which later filled the void of the Seven Warlords. And now he is one of the Yonko. Even so, Blackbeard himself had the biggest battles he had ever fought throughout the One Piece series. Here are some of them, but before we start this video, please smash that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and click notification bell, or you will miss future anime videos. Blackbeard versus Jewelry Bonnie. Just like Blackbeard, Jewelry Bonnie is one of the pirates who are part of the worst generation. She is the captain of the Bonnie Pirates. Bonnie also has one of the unique Devil Fruit powers in the One Piece series. After the peak war at Marineford was over, Blackbeard re-established an agreement with the Navy. This time, Blackbeard managed to catch Bonnie. It is not shown how the fight took place. We only see that Bonnie has been defeated. And in exchange for capturing Bonnie, Blackbeard asked the Navy for a ship. It is still unknown why Bonnie was targeted by the world government, but it is said that Bonnie has connections to Kuma and the Revolutionary Army. Blackbeard versus Portgas D Ace. The death of Thatch inevitably made the rest of the crew and the Whitebeard pirates sad, especially Ace. Ace was devastated by Thatch's departure because the culprit, Blackbeard, was from the 2nd Division, which was the division he was in charge of. Ace was furious and decided to find and capture Blackbeard. Ace's adventure to find Blackbeard ended on the island of Bonero. Blackbeard had offered Ace to join his crew and revealed his plans to capture Luffy. Ace was furious to hear of Blackbeard's plan, which later became the beginning of the fight between the two. Unfortunately, in that fight, Blackbeard then managed to defeat Ace and prove Shanks' words, that Ace was still not at the same level as Blackbeard. Blackbeard versus Hannibal and the Bazooka Unit. By becoming the Seven Warlords, Blackbeard gains access to many facilities belonging to the world government, including Impel Down. When Luffy and the others sneaked into Impel Down, Blackbeard just had to go in without much effort. Arriving at Impel Down, Blackbeard also plans to go to prison level 6, where Blackbeard plans to recruit criminals to join his pirate crew. Similar to Luffy, the moment of Blackbeard's arrival to Impel Down eventually ended in a fight. Blackbeard was shown fighting against a representative of the Warden of Impel Down, namely Hannibal. In addition, Blackbeard also used the power of his Yami Yami no Mi to eliminate one of the troop units in Impel Down, the Bazooka Unit. They seemed completely powerless against Blackbeard and his powers. Blackbeard versus Monkey D. Luffy. Before Blackbeard had managed to go to the 6th floor, he had met with Luffy and also Jinbei, who was trying to return to the top of the prison. The appearance of Blackbeard certainly surprised Jinbei and Luffy. Jinbei himself looks angry and tries to fight against Blackbeard. Luffy immediately attacked him. Luffy and Blackbeard's fight took place for a while. Before Jinbei stopped the fight, Jinbei reminded not to waste time and energy to face Blackbeard because they have to fight to free Ace from execution. Blackbeard versus Edward Newgate. After capturing Ace, the Navy decided to execute Ace. Whitebeard, known to be always ready to protect every crew member of his group, couldn't let that happen. Whitebeard and his entire crew finally went to the naval headquarters, Marineford. What is very unfortunate is that their appearance could not stop Ace's death. After Ace died, Blackbeard's group appeared at Marineford. The appearance of Blackbeard really made Whitebeard angry, and Whitebeard began to beat him. After various attacks he received, Blackbeard decided to retaliate. Blackbeard and his group of pirates had shot Whitebeard many times, which made Whitebeard finally kill. What's terrible is that not only did he kill Whitebeard, he also stole the power of his Gura no Mi. Blackbeard versus Sengoku. After Blackbeard got the Gura no Mi, Blackbeard was curious and wanted to try the new power he had. and the results were terrible. Because Blackbeard still couldn't control his power, the ground in the Marineford area became slanted and unbalanced. Seeing how great the power of the Guruguru no Mi was, Blackbeard said that he would destroy the entire building of Marineford. Hearing this, Sengoku was angry and immediately attacked Blackbeard. By using the power of his Hita no Mi model, Darabutsu, Sengoku was able to stop Blackbeard's effort. Sengoku's strength is actually still above the level of Blackbeard's strength. Thus, Blackbeard was successfully stopped very easily. Blackbeard versus the rest of Whitebeard's crew. After the death of Whitebeard in the Great War of Marineford, Marco was then appointed as the new captain of Whitebeard's group. They then decided to take revenge for Whitebeard's death. This battle between the rest of Whitebeard's crew and Blackbeard's group came to be known as the Payback War, or the Grudge War. Unfortunately, this battle is not fully presented in the story. The battle that occurred during the time skip was recounted by Marco when Nekomamushi came to visit the island of the Sphinx with the aim of inviting Marco to join. Marco himself said that since Blackbeard had the power of Whitebeard's devil fruit, they were no longer able to face or match Blackbeard's power. Blackbeard versus Shanks. In the past, Blackbeard had fought against Shanks. At the time of the fight, Blackbeard wasn't even a division leader in Whitebeard's group, but he managed to injure Shanks' face. Blackbeard is now fighting with the powers of the Yami Yami no Mi and Guruguru no Mi. But before he got devil fruit powers, he used claw weapons like Wolverine's weapons. This claw weapon is unique, and he has even used it since he joined Whitebeard's group. Most likely the weapon Blackbeard used to give Shanks the scar on his face. The narrative in One Piece Novel A also confirms that it is not a typical sword wound. The three lines were described parallel, as if Shanks had been clawed. Blackbeard versus Revolutionary Army. In addition to the battle against the rest of Whitebeard's group, another epic battle of Blackbeard's group that is not presented in the story is the battle against the Revolutionary Army. This moment occurs after the time skip occurs. At that time, Jesus Burgess managed to infiltrate the Revolutionary Army's ship bound for Baltigo, the headquarters of the Revolutionary Army. Secretly, Burgess then gave information to Blackbeard about the location of the Revolutionary Army headquarters, and it didn't take long for Blackbeard to then immediately attack the area. The Revolutionary Army itself finally managed to leave, even though they had to give up their main headquarters, which had been destroyed for a long time. Blackbeard really shows the development of his abilities throughout the One Piece series, which can be seen from the various battles he has experienced. And at this time, we still don't know how far Blackbeard's strength has progressed because the last time Blackbeard appeared was in chapter 956. Will Blackbeard be Luffy's last enemy? We look forward to the continuation of the story.